Hey guys, what? Another post? Actually on time? I know. Crazy. But yeah, I have a few videos like stocked up, so I'm gonna be posting them. And trying to work on new content at the same time. I'm sorry, I'm really trying to wrangle this. I'm also trying to have a hot girl summer, except it's winter, so technically and I'm not a girl, so technically it's like my friend, quoting my friend right now, trans boy winter. But basically I'm trying to get fit because I want to be strong. Anyways, go check out my Instagram for my commissions and my Ko-Fi. Today's video is whatever it is. I don't actually remember. I'm filming this after the fact, so I hope you enjoy this nonsense. And let's get on to the video. So, by this point, what the fuck was I talking about? Anyway, so this video is about my Wendigo OC. And you're like, Wendigo OC? Why is that relevant? Why do we care? That's a great question. Why do you care? That's because this is a story I'm working on. I have a few stories I'm working on. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure if all of them are gonna stick. But I really like this OC regardless if the story is gonna stay the same. So I thought I might as well just share him with you, and he was really fun to draw at the time. So something I started doing for a lot of my OCs was making them mood boards. And that's what I did for him. He is a Wendigo, but he's from like the 1800s or something. So he's got like this 1800s fashion to him, while also some designs of what I might want to draw a Wendigo like. Also, I love Wendigos. They're one of my favorite like folklore, mythological, I think they're from Canada or something. I know a lot of Wendigo lore. I had to do actually a lot of research on Wendigos for this OC, and I'm probably going to regurgitate all that information to you like I'm the first person that's ever found out shit about Wendigos. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to move on to the first speed paint, which is going to be like his before he became Wendigo design, just so I don't spoil anything for the future. Just so you can kind of grasp what this character is like and who he is, and I can explain who he is before he dies, basically. So, this man's name is Vincent Franklin, and basically he's a prince that was also a knight, but not really. He just liked running away and fighting like pirates and shit. He's in like a pirate era. But he's kind of a stuck-up little rat. And he is Canadian, so I'm gonna do a bit more research, because at the time of making this I did not do research on specifically like Canadian 1800s pirate lore, which I should have. That's my fault, my bad. I should have done my proper research. But basically, he was a prince that also liked fighting with swords occasionally, and basically, wait, actually, what is his lore? Shit, I think I forgot some of his lore. Jesus. But basically, his lore kind of goes, his heart was not ripped out. Shit, that's the wrong thing. So how Wendigos kill people is by possessing them through their dreams and then like eating them from the inside out or some shit like that. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if they knew of this happening at that time period? So they found out that Vincent was in fact possessed by a Wendigo, because he was killing his closest loved ones, because that's what Wendigos do, they possess you, you kill your closest loved ones. So he killed a few people, and then they decided to kill him, so they buried him in ice and stabbed him through the heart. Little did they know that thousands of years he'd be risen from the dead, because they didn't actually kill him properly, surprise, surprise. But when he's risen, as we're getting on to the next speed paint, hopefully, you will see that his rib cage is exposed. You can't he doesn't actually have anything there covering it, and that's kind of to match the fact that in my depiction of Wendigos, and most Wendigos, they're really thin to the point where you can see their ribcage or their ribcage is exposed. And how I drew Wendigos was with their ribcages exposed. So I thought that was a perfect way to tie in a cool character design while also tying in that Wendigo part of him. But yeah, a bit more Wendigo lore. You have to like destroy their heart. Like you have to like burn it or like eat it and some shit like that. But in the time period, it's like a futuristic world now. Vincent's been alive for a few years now, but it's a futuristic world. So, you know, but he has to like eat people to survive. So first he just goes around killing people, and then the police work with someone who they think's part of the SWAT team. Not SWAT team, but like when they come from another country to that local area to investigate stuff, those people. But one of them is actually an assassin who was hired to assassinate one of the police officers. And in this time, he actually does investigate and find out who Vincent is. But the other thing is that because he's an assassin, he has that instinct to kill. He wants to kill things. So he's also kind of a murderer on the side. So, but not like he more like just gets the thrill of his murders out through his assassinating, or like what's like the hitman sort of people where you like pay them and then they kill people for you. I should have done more research on that. Also, he's not featured in this video, but his name is Corbin. Everyone calls him Corb, like Orb. I just thought that was funny. And Vincent gets called Vin, which I thought would also be funny, or Vinny. Anyway, that's not the point. If you couldn't tell, they become lovers, sort of weird lover things. Anyway, since Corbin needs a way of disposing the bodies, he kind of teams up with Vincent to also then protect him from others. And basically most of Vincent's design is that he now wears hoodies and stuff to kind of cover up. He's always wearing something to cover up the fact that his ribcage is exposed, and you're probably thinking, how does he eat things if he has no stomach himself? And I'd just like to say, that's a great question. I do not know. He just does, okay? He just does. He just does. It's made up shit. It's made up shit, so who gives a fuck? Anyways, they're all engaged in love and stuff. It's kind of like a toxic yaoi situation where they're toxic to each other and they're only in a relationship for convenience and stuff like that. But hopefully we're getting on to like the last sort of speed paint now, which is the height chart. So there's like a normal Vincent, and then there's like a half Vincent, more Wendigo. By the way, the Wendigo's name is like Lyle? Kai? I don't know, I can't believe I can't remember his name. I just liked him being the scary creature with a funny name, but I can't remember his name. Jesus, I'm a terrible parent. Anyway, and then so we got Vincent, half Vincent, and then full Wendigo. So that's kind of like how that height chart sort of works, is like there's a full Wendigo form, which he often uses when that Wendigo side of him wants to come out, because he can't really keep that side of him contained properly. He can only keep it contained for certain periods of time. So like, yeah, he doesn't. It's also not really choice to keep the other one contained or not. They kind of fight for ownership of the body, but considering it's basically Wendigo living in Vincent's body, Vincent can kind of control it a bit more. It's almost like he's still possessed, except he can't tell him to ever leave, and they can't ever get rid of each other. Like, normally Wendigos can leave after the host dies or whatever. But he couldn't. So now he's stuck with Vincent, and he doesn't really appreciate it, Mr. Wendigo, that I've not remembered the name of yet still. Bob? Rufus? I cannot remember for the life of me. Anyways, I'd like to go into more in-depth lore in future videos of like how I come up with mood boards and how I design characters and how I make these speed paints and stuff, because I think that would be a real fun experience to do and share with everyone. But it's not something I'm gonna do unless I know everyone else wants to hear me rant about that, because to be honest, I don't even know if I want to hear myself rant about that. But if that's something you guys want to listen, because I love watching other YouTubers, like, this is a side rant from Vincent and that, but I love watching YouTubers talk about their process of drawing and how they design characters. It's always very interesting to me. And obviously not every one of your videos is going to be a hit, and that's okay. But I just want to make sure that I'm giving you guys content you want to watch, but also content I like to create. So I'm gonna maybe make that a video if you guys want. That's why I'm also always telling you guys to interact with my videos, because I love it when people interact and tell me what they didn't like or what they did like, because if you tell me what you don't like, I know I can do more of what you like in the future, and vice versa. If you tell me what you like, I can do more of what you like and what you like to see. I do a lot of redesign videos, or at least I try to. I've done a few now. So if you have any characters you want me to redesign, that's why I always tell you to tell me in the comments, because that's the best way you can do it, is by telling me that. So please, I hope you enjoyed this video, but also, I know this wasn't my normal sort of video, like, yes, I rant a lot and talk about OCs and stuff, but, you know, sorry, this is a really weird ending to this video. I hope you like Vincent. I should hopefully draw his boyfriend Corbin soon. And the next video is going to be about avatars, and the one after that might be either turning monster cans into humans or My Little Pony. I haven't quite decided where we're at yet. Or it could be Avatar, like, I don't know yet. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.